good morning. I'm actually filming bright and early today, shocker. Got my coffee, my hair's a mess, and I'm ready to film. So today's video is going to be a quick get ready with me. I'm gonna be testing out the new Colourpop Wild Nothing collection. Comes with an eyeshadow palette, some Lux Lip Oils that I've actually never tried before. I'm very excited for this formula. We've got some blushes, some Jelly Much eyeshadows, and cream shadows, which I've never tried this formula either. So a couple of new things. And honestly, I mainly wanted it to be just like a nice, relaxed, chatty video. And so I'm gonna test out these products with you guys on camera and just hang out, talk about life, and tell you how I feel. So I already have my foundation and my concealer on. I'm wearing the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation and I've been loving it so much, guys. I think it's so good. I kind of love it as much as my tinted moisturizer, honestly. Like, they're very similar, only this gives me a little bit more coverage and I'm all about it. But do I love this collection? We shall see, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, when I saw Trend Mood posted this and I saw the inside, I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would buy this palette. It's so beautiful. Like, these colors are definitely up my alley. Look at this. Hello? Beige? I love beige. But when you first look at this, like, okay, you see this packaging and it's a whole Coachella vibe. You're like, wow, Coachella collection. The colors are gonna be like yummy and earthy and like, yeah, natural, but very earthy and rich and Coachella-y, right? Like, that's what I was expecting. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's underwhelming. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I like it, but I picture this color story for like a natural peachy theme. I know it's wild nothing, and like I see where they were going with nothing, but I don't see the wild. I don't see the wild in this. So I guess what I mean is, it's a nice palette. I love the color story. These look really great. I love that this one is shimmery. Like, these look really awesome. Just in my opinion, it's not the color story I'd pick for a Coachella collection, is all I'm saying. That's all I mean. But it is really pretty. Oh boy. You also get 3 powder blushes in the collection, and it comes in this type of packaging. I love this little cactus situation. Super cute. I don't love that these blushes are glittery. I think all of them have like little glitter in them. I don't know why Colourpop loves to add little micro glitters to so many of their blushes. Like these 3, like they're completely different colors, but they all have little tiny micro glitters in them. And I wish they didn't, because these shades are beautiful. This one, right up my alley. I'm hoping the glitter doesn't really show up on the skin. I used to have a Milani blush that was similar to this, that was like warm and peachy, but it did have glitter in it, but it was so good. I looked past it. So hopefully the glitter doesn't really show up on the skin, but I do love the shades. And then I'm really excited for the cream shadows. You know what, let's just like start, because that's what you want. I think I'm gonna use one of the cream shadows as an eyeshadow base. I have concealer on my lids, but I wanna use one of these as like a base. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the shade Camouflage. That one seems like it's closest to my skin tone. It is a little bit pinky, but a lot of the shades in the palette have like a pinky undertone, so it's fine. I'm gonna buff this all over my lid. I can't find my buffing brush, so I'm gonna buff it all over my lid with my finger. Oh my gosh, that smells really strongly of, I don't know, it smells like a pool raft to me. It smells like an inflatable pool. Okay, so I'm just adding this as like a nice colored base. I wanted it to show up a little bit deeper than my skin tone, so this is nice. Hopefully this works well as a base, because it doesn't say it's a base, it just says it's cream shadow. So hopefully colors blend nicely on top of it. It is staying in place though. It is very, almost like smudge proof, waterproof. It doesn't feel like a normal creamy base. I mean, it's not a base, so what? Wish me luck. I'm gonna go into the shade Top Down, and this color is a bit light for me, but I just wanna use this as like a wash in the crease, just to get some shadow down in the crease there. See how that blends on top. I'm gonna take the shade Vagabond right here, and I'm gonna start to bring this color into the crease and on the outer corners as well. Although I do really like this palette, like the colors, I mean. Like, it's definitely the type of palette I would probably reach for every day, because it kind of has like my everyday shades. I love shades like this. I definitely feel like if you have a medium to deep skin tone, this palette might be too light for you. Like, if you're on the deeper side of medium, and then deeper than that, I feel like these colors 100% will not show up on your skin tone. Now I'm going in with the same brush. This is a Wayne Goss 18. I'm gonna take Morningside, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I am definitely wishing that I didn't use the cream eyeshadow, just because, I mean, honestly I used it as an eyeshadow base, and it's not an eyeshadow base. It's very much just like a matte cream eyeshadow. So it's not sticky or tacky, and the eyeshadows are not really sticking to it. It is a little bit harder to blend on top of this cream shadow. So that's my fault. I just feel like this peachy Morningside color would definitely show up if I just put on a regular primer. I mean, it's showing up, but it's not as intense as I feel like it is. I'm gonna take Alcove right here and use this on my lid. And then on top of that, I'm gonna take the shade Spirited. This one is a Super Shock shadow. Give it that extra sparkle all over the lids. Going in with Come Together right now over me. This is the most basic everyday look ever. I think you've seen me do this look 17,385 times. But here's one more. This was supposed to be a chatty get ready with me, and I'm not chatting. Oh my gosh. I have been watching the Jersey Shore family reunion because I never got around to watching that. I was a huge Jersey Shore fan growing up. I'm not growing up. It was like, it came out in like 2011, I think. I had just graduated when Jersey Shore first aired, and I was obsessed, guys. Jersey Shore was my life. It's just such good, awful, toxic TV, and it was a different time, you know, like back in 2011 things weren't censored. Like the whole Ronnie and Sam fight, like I'm talking about the big one. I know that they fought all the time, but I'm talking about the main one, the big one, the one where he breaks all her stuff and like throws her bed. I think it's like season 3, 2. I think it's 2 or 3. 3. It's definitely 3. I think 2 is in Miami. And I was rewatching Jersey Shore the other day. Like I was rewatching all of the seasons. Not the other day, it took me a couple days. But when it got to that part, like I remember it, but I don't remember it being that bad. And the fact that MTV just like aired it, didn't stop it, they just let that shitstorm play out for everyone to watch. And it was so bad that definitely wouldn't be on TV today. I feel like they would have censored that or stopped them. It was really, really toxic, and it never hit me how bad it was until I saw it again as an adult. But besides those moments, it was such a good show. I feel like it was the only reality TV that was real. I don't really believe any reality TV ever. So I recently started watching the Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and of course it's not gonna be as good as it was back in the day. Number one, they're like older now, they're different people now, TV is not the same, but it's still so good. I really liked these 3 seasons, and it's one of those things, it's like a guilty pleasure. I remember like back in the day, like it was embarrassing to say that you loved Jersey Shore. I was never embarrassed. I'm gonna take the darkest color called No Bounds, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. You know, I do this all the time with every shade, every palette. Just gonna add a little smokiness. And then taking that color on my lower lash line as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm gonna do on the eyes. Like I said, very basic, everyday look, but I really like it. I still wanna use one of the Jelly Much eyeshadows, so I'm gonna use this one on my inner corners. I'm gonna take the shade Mojave Moves and use this color on the inner corners. This is a very, very shimmery, chunky shade, but it's freaking stunning. Like this all over the lid, like on top of another shade, of course, because it is pretty sheer. It's just pure glitter. It's so freaking nice. Super Coachella-y, I feel. Love it. Eyes are officially done. I added mascara. This is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. I've been really, really loving this. And then I put on my Ilia Drawn In Bronzer. Actually, I need to put on highlight. I'm gonna put my Clinique Lunar Pop highlight on. I always forget to put on highlight before blush. And to me, it just looks better when you put on your highlight first and then you layer your blush on top. It looks more natural like that. Okay, which blush do I use? I'm gonna do either this one or this one. This one. This one. I think I'm gonna do this one. You knew I was gonna do that one. This is the shade Crossroads. Love that movie. So good. Free Britney. Pop this on the cheeks. Actually, I think that looks nice. Like I see some of the glitter on my face, but it's not too noticeable. I kind of feel like it makes the blush look a little bit more glowy. I mean, that could be the fact that I put on highlight before this blush though, but I don't really see like the thick chunks of glitter that much. I mean, it's there, but it doesn't bother me actually. So that's a good thing. Really quickly, I'm gonna pop on the M Cosmetics Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Teddy. These are super slippy. These are like the new M Cosmetics lip liners. They're very slippy, but I'm wondering how long that's gonna last on the lips, because usually when you have a lip liner that's this slippy, they don't really last. Okay, now for what I'm really excited about. I've been dying to try one of these Lux Lip Oils. This is the Cactus Blossom set. I want this one. Yeah, this is the shade Skinny Dip. Wait, do they have I tried this already? No, I've tried the Lux lip glosses. They have Lux lip glosses, not Lux lip oils. Not yet, right? Yeah, this is new. Ooh, that feels nice. That smell, number one, that smells really good and it feels really good. This kind of lip product is perfect for like an everyday situation where you don't have any lip liner on. You just throw this on because it's so hydrating and it feels so nice on the lips. This definitely feels like something I would love on its own. Like just like throw this clear gloss on its own all over your lips, moisturize, hydrate. Obviously I can't really tell what the color payoff is with that one because my lip is very dark, but it's a very sheer color and the colors aren't too sheer, so they definitely show up. It's not like the classified lip oils from Morphe 2. These have a little bit more color payoff and they're actually different. Those other ones are like lip glosses. This is definitely more like a natural lip oil. Anyway, I think we are done. We tried out one of everything and it's over now. The video's over now. I definitely think this collection is worth trying out if you're into these types of shades, like light peachy, pinky colors like this, because everything does lean more on the peachy nude side, which I do really like. Like I said earlier, I just wish for a Coachella collection and that it stayed nude, but that it had richer, deeper tones as well, like earthier, vibrant Coachella colors. You know what I mean? Like I don't only think of the desert plain when I think of Coachella. I don't, you know, I mean, I've never been there, but I know there's some color. It was so funny, I saw this thing on Instagram that said Coachella 2020 and it was a couch, like Coachella. It's like, that's how I've been spending all of my Coachellas. Can you picture me at Coachella? Like for real. Think about that for a second. Think about all the influencers, the photos. Think about that vibe and experience. Do you see me there? I mean, maybe for the music. That's a music festival, right? I do love music. Anyway, this video's over, so sorry, I'm like rambling at this point. These were my thoughts. I really liked it. I'm definitely gonna try this palette without the cream eyeshadow underneath because I think I'll get more color payoff that way. And I'm also gonna test out these cream shadows a bit more. They are pretty intense, like they're very matte. They really stick onto the lid and stay there, but they're super pigmented and yeah, I'm gonna see. Maybe the deeper one would be a nice like one and done matte eyeshadow look. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Have you tried anything here or is this too new? Have you guys received any of these products yet? Let me know your review in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. I feel like I can't give you any lightning bolts for this video because I kind of liked everything differently. Very excited about this. Cannot wait to keep using this. They feel amazing. The blush was really nice. The Jelly Mud shadows, incredible. The only thing I'm like on the fence about is this, and not even the palette. You know what? You already know how I feel. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. That completes this video. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.